Oh, go on, Mahler.
Well, because what I find interesting about this is like any writer will tell you from the new age of writing, oh, come on, I should be able to tell my story. I shouldn't be chained to like decades and decades of this history. And I should be like, okay, so why have you even made a show about Kenobi? Why? And they'd probably be like, well, because people be curious about what journey he went on. And you're like, no. Like, what information do they have? Where'd they get it from? Why are they invested in this character? And you're like, oh, well, from the old stuff. Like, yeah. So they care about the old stuff, and that is the reason you're making this story. So maybe if you care about it, everyone will end up happy. That'd be great.
Yeah. And maybe we can make a character that people actually care about.
That'd be cool. That's a bit of a pipe dream there, Gary.
Like once in a blue moon, I will retweet something like somebody calling us a virgin or saying I've never read a comic book because I think it's funny. And I just go, making friends, or you put your classic Pepe Mahler. I mean,
frogs.
Yeah, frogs. It's funny. It's funny, but it's like not something I seek out and look for and get involved in. And I'm just a dumb YouTube channel. That's it. That's you've lost already. You've lost. You can keep going down this road. You're not going to gain fans by doing this. Because the unintended consequences are going to be the people who aren't involved in this and might just run across it and go, wait a minute, I didn't like that show. It had nothing really to do with Reva. I thought her bad acting was pretty consistent with everybody else's bad acting because of the bad writing. Fuck you, Star Wars. You know, that's what's been happening. That's where the numbers are growing. It's the people who dislike it.
It's because they've been letting the lunatics run the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that they've been allowing employees who are there to work for the corporation. They're there to work for the company. They've been allowing them to espouse their politics. And so they've been constantly saying, what's your opinion on this brand? We need to have your stance on this brand. So brand goes out on Twitter or Instagram or so on the social media and say, we would just like to say that we're against the bad things that the left calling bad. Okay. And then, they've allowed them to gain more and more influence and more power. Now, of course, what's really weird is you're having companies like EA, for instance. EA have come out and said, we are not going to give any political position on abortion or anything else.
Wait, say that again. Who
EA?
said that? EA said that.
Yes. We are not going to give our political
confused.
opinion. Exactly.
What?
And so you have your employees who've been like, what's your stance on this brand? What's your stance on this brand? And now companies are turning around because they know that this sort of shit is so divisive and it's so nuanced, and yet Twitter's trying to make it so basic. Twitter trying to make all these very complicated arguments. Sometimes it can be very complicated why somebody votes red or blue. It could be because the red side, their policies align with what you want. Maybe they give you better tax breaks. Maybe it's something to do with health. Maybe it's something to do with education. It could be all manner of reasons why you pick a side to vote for. And so they know that if they come out and say, well, EA, we're pro-life or we're pro-choice, it's going to be very divisive amongst a large group of people, or as the corporation like to call them, potential customers. So they're trying to run their business like a business. Their employees are trying to run their business like a fucking activist camp.
Yep.
And now we're seeing Netflix, of course, saying, hey, if you don't like working on projects that you're not aligned with, that you may not like, or you might not like the messaging, what's inside, maybe this isn't the place for you to work. And more corporations, companies have got to start coming out with this. They've got to come out with, you either put up and shut up or get out. And because this is a company. Sorry, Gary, I'm cutting you off. This is a business. You want to be an activist, do it in your own time, do it on your own dime. But when you're here, this is a business, and our business is here to make money off anyone who will be our potential customer, whether you like them or dislike them, agree with them or disagree with them.
We have been saying this for years. I was watching Tim Pool last night, and he was talking about, he was calling out double standards a couple of years ago and he stopped. This is why you don't stop calling out the double standards. This is why you keep doing it, because the process is fucking slow. So we've been saying Netflix, we've been saying this to Disney, we've been saying it to every company. This shit is going to happen. Your chickens will come home to roost. There will be consequences to these actions. The pendulum will swing back. It always fucking does. And for some reason, they're like, nope, it's going to be totally different for us this time. Well, guess what? It's not. And now it's happening. Still going to take a couple more years, but this is why you keep calling it out and stay on it. Yeah, it gets tiring. It gets old. It gets repetitive. Maybe you can jump around to different things and call it out, because quite frankly, I'm done calling it out with Star Wars. I don't know what else we could fucking say. I don't know how many more times I can say Star Wars is dead. It sucks. Which with each new thing they come out with, it's still dead. It still sucks. It has not improved. Mandalorian, their one shining thing, they fucked up. Like beyond repair. With Boba Fett season 2, with those 2 Mandalorian episodes, completely undoing season 2. And I didn't even like season 2 that much. So I don't know how much to tell you. This isn't good writing. It's not good directing. It's not good acting. It's not good. They're not producing good content. They're producing content that's utter garbage. You love the idea of Star Wars as a fan. There's nothing wrong with that. Go enjoy the good stuff made by George Lucas, because Disney can't make it. They're incapable of making. Fuck, they can't even make Marvel anymore.
No.
So, like, at my comic shop, there was a rule. If you wanted to work there, you do not, on your own fucking page or anywhere, get political. And you can have the choice of not working at my comic shop. That's fine. But you do not get political in any fucking way on your Facebook or, at the time, Twitter, because it's going to reflect on the comic shop. And we are not political. And guess what? None of my employees had a single problem with that wanted to work there. Like, fine, no problem. They were free to talk about it with their families and stuff, because back then, that's what we did. We didn't go and blast everything out. That's what the policy should be. If you want to work at our company, you shut the fuck up about politics. Otherwise, go work for yourself. Go start your own business. Do your own fucking thing. I think it's too late. I think you can't make the soup on this one. And they were like the ESG companies are now performing poorly. Big fucking surprise. Big surprise. When things make money, you don't need to add to that. It's already making money. Something that's profitable is profitable. You don't need to put a stipulation on profitability unless it's ESG. That's called hitching your wagon to something that's profitable, and it ends up making it not profitable. It's pretty fucking simple. When you automatically come out and before your show comes out, you're calling your fans racist, it was obvious, like, wow, this is going to suck. This must be really fucking bad. And it was. I can't see this getting, I love the hopefulness and optimism of fans. It might get better. It might get better. Did they change writers, directors, producers, actors, and how it's shot in the last 3 episodes or 4 episodes? Because that's the only way it's going to get better.
Even from a character perspective, Echo who? Echo fucking who? Agatha fucking who?
I wonder who's going to save Agatha from Wanda's spell.
Oh, okay. I thought the Agatha show was just basically going to be a prequel.
Oh, that could be.
Wow, I really wanted to know more about Agatha Harkness.
Yeah, I'm just going to get my book of shits that I give. Seems to be fucking empty.
I love the same people clowning Morbius cannot wait for Agatha Harkness to come out. So,
dude, that's the funniest shit to me when everyone's like collectively agreed Morbius is bad, and it's just like, okay, so all of you haven't even seen it, none of us have, nobody watched it. But secondly, like, where are you guys with all the shit content that comes out all the time? Like, what? It's okay to make fun of Morbius, you see, because whatever. Like, so lame. Poor Jared Leto.
Poor Jared Leto. He can just go lead his cult of whatever.
Still cheer him up.
Dude, he's probably smashing so much fucking puss, he don't give a
Oh,
shit.
dude. It's
He's got a
cult
harem.
leader.